Hi guys, it's Jessica. Welcome back to my channel again. Listen, let's address the elephant in the room. I know it's been a while. I know. Let me explain myself. Where do I start? It's been about 6 or 7 months, I think, right? May? Yeah, about 7 months that have had a lot of changes. So let's address them, okay? The main issue why I've disappeared for so long is because I got a summer job. And this summer job just consumed me in all ways because, as you know, if you've been following me, I'm also a spinning teacher in the afternoons. And then I also got a job at a bar in the beach for the summer, and I worked from Monday to Friday in the mornings and then the weekends. When do I have time to film my videos? You tell me, because I didn't. I was very tired. It was a very hot summer and I overworked myself. Now, this had positive things and negative things, this experience I had, because I feel that it has really helped me like develop myself and in this journey that I'm in, but it also had its bad things. So let's address them. The bar was a good experience. I think overall it was a good experience. I think I was even talking about this with my friend, and this year it hasn't been the same as with the bar. It hasn't been a good year or a bad year. It's been like a weird year. I don't know. The only way I could describe 2025 is, if I had a word, would be change. It's been a year of change for me. So many changes. Like, I started my spinning job, then I started working in the bar. I met lots of people. I even feel like myself, I've changed so much. Like, everything I've noticed during this year has been all the time evolving and change, sometimes for good, sometimes for worse. And even right now things are still changing for me. I still feel that I'm in that phase of, like, when you're sort of in the middle, when you're like, I'm not where I was and something is going to happen and you're just like in the middle, like, what? I'm there. So yes, the bar was a good experience. Everything started out really good. For me, I knew it was going to be good because it's true that with the spinning job, I don't have like any colleagues. It was just myself. I did my class and I went to my house. I made those YouTube videos, but I was always like around the same people. I wasn't like really socializing myself very much, and I was okay with that. Like, in the end, you get used to being just, you become quite introverted and you don't feel like going out. You prefer being in the house, or you don't feel like meeting new people. So the bar in that sense really was good for me because it woke up that side of me, that sociable side. That side of me woke up again, and I started to feel like, oh, this is progress. I'm feeling happy. I'm happy with my job. I'm meeting people. I'm making new friends. And I was very happy. The only problem is I was very tired because I was working in the mornings. I would rest like maybe 2 hours, and then I would go to spinning lessons. I would go home, and then I would wake up early the next day. So I didn't really do much. That was the bad side. But I managed on, and things were just okay. Even though I had all the work I was quite happy. I was quite pleased. The only thing is that around August, things started to go downhill in the job, in the bar, and it wasn't the same. I made really good friends with this girl, which I suppose you will see in the videos, maybe someday soon if I do a vlog with her. And we were even considering, like, should we just quit, because I'm a person that, like, when I'm not happy in a place, it starts affecting my life. I am not a person that can just do her job and once you finish your job, that's it. No, I keep thinking about it and I keep thinking about it. So I would take work home, and it came to a point where even I noticed with Juanma, with my boyfriend, where I was thinking, like, the only thing I talk about is the job, like complaining and this and that, and it was really sucking my energy, and I just felt completely unmotivated. Didn't feel like filming. I didn't feel like doing anything. I was just waiting for October, which is when the job in the bar would finish, because that's when, well, it's like summer is over, no more tourists, no more anything. And I was just like, come on, just 2 more months, this and that. But it came to a point where my friend that I told you about got fired. And when she got fired, I was like, what am I going to do now in this job? Like, I'm not happy. She was the only reason why I kept going, because we were like, when two people go through trauma together, it's like you are together and you're like, okay, we've got this, we'll get through this. But when that person leaves, you're like, no, I'm not doing this alone. This is not funny. At least we would have like inside jokes and things like that, and we would laugh. So it was like easier to keep going. But once she was fired, I was like, I can't do this. I can't keep. It was like a month and a half more working here with this environment. I don't know, I just wasn't happy. So I decided to quit because I feel that my energy is much more important than any job, and this was started to consume me. I started to feel very depressed again. I would wake up, I would feel like crying, and I don't know, I was just very affected by it, and I had a lot of emotions, because as I said, when I started that job, I was so happy. I was I was thriving. I was really excited. I had all this energy. I had, I don't know, everything, such positive things I wanted to give. I met new people. I started to become more social. I started to go out more and do this. So I was like, everything was great. The only thing, I was just tired. But apart from that, everything was great. I felt so, it was like bittersweet, because you're like, God, I have such good memories from this place. But somehow just everything started to go downhill, and you're like, I tried to listen to my intuition a lot, and my intuition was just telling me like, sometimes people, places, jobs, situations are meant to be in your life for a period of time. And I feel that I completed whatever I needed to complete in the bar. I already completed, and I still stayed because my friend was there. And I think that the my friend getting fired was like the message, like, get out, you're not supposed to be there anymore, you've completed what you needed to complete. I said, why am I going to keep like carrying on this job? I am exhausted. For example, I am happy in spinning. I'll just keep doing my spinning lessons, and that's it. Why am I going to keep like waiting, like, come on, push, push? I'm sick of pushing. I'm sick of pushing. I did it for 5 years of my life. When I was studying my degree, I was so unhappy, and I was at the edge so many times of quitting. But I said, come on, 2 more years, 3 more years, come on, you've got this. And I really don't want to. And I felt like, again, I was in that position where I'm pushing myself, like, come on, Jessie, just one month and a half, come on, you've got this. And I'm like, but why? If I'm not happy, I'm having nightmares, I'm not sleeping, I'm feeling depressed, like, this is affecting me. So I took the decision, and I said, okay, I'm quitting. I feel like sometimes you have to like close chapters in your life for new ones to begin, and that's exactly what happened. I mean, I can't make this up. I've always said it, and it's funny because when I was 18 years old and I was looking for a job, I was so depressed because I couldn't find a job. I tried so many, did so many job interviews, and they were all like a scam and this. And the first job I even had was a really, really big scam. I was so upset. And ever since then, my mentality changed, and I was like, look, I don't know, something will appear. I'm not going to go crazy over it. And literally all my jobs that I've had since then, even the bar, I mean, it was all a joke. Everything was just handed to me. Like, these opportunities were just handed to me, and that's what I thought with the bar. I said, look, I always feel the same with spinning. I mean, literally, it's no joke. Every job I've had, suddenly just appeared. Suddenly. So I thought, okay, I need to quit this job and I'm not going to worry about it because something else will appear. In the meantime, I'll just keep with my spinning lessons and with my English lessons. They don't give me a lot of money, but I can manage. I'll manage. It's okay. So that's what I did. And about 1 month later, maybe a bit less, I was speaking with my boss from spinning, from the gym, and he just mentioned like, I'm going to start looking maybe for a receptionist for the mornings. Would you be interested? And I was like, suddenly, and it's I can't I can't stress how perfect this job is. I still don't have it, but it's like 90% there because I've been working like days on and off there until, well, it's a whole situation, but more or less by half of November or December, I will start working. You will see it in the vlogs. I just feel like this, again, this job was just handed to me and perfect. It was perfect. It's in the mornings, Monday to Friday, and it's a job where normally the Jessica that you knew before wouldn't get it because I was like, I am a person that likes to work. Like, I don't like being like sitting down and just watching life go by. No, that's why the bar for me was great because I like moving. I don't like just sitting around, or it's not my type of job. But this job actually is that. But why do I want it this time? Because it's a job that allows me to continue my YouTube journey and also my TikTok journey, because if you're not watching me on TikTok, I'm thriving there. The only thing I managed to maintain during my job was TikTok, because it was just something fast, like, okay, I'll just post this and I'll go to work. Even I used to even do it in my breaks. I would just go on my TikTok and just post something. I'm trying to be more active also on Instagram. It's just, as I said, it's been weird months. But follow me on my TikTok. You won't regret it. I post loads of things there, also about self-help, positivity, mindset, all that. You check it out. You won't regret it. So this job will actually allow me to do that. It's also not many hours, so I'm super happy about that. And as I said, I can do my editing, I can do my things. So it's a job that actually allows me to continue my dreams, not a job that stops my dreams like the bar was. So everything is going perfect. I plan on continuing this channel, these videos. I am just thinking a lot of things because I have two things that I like doing, and one is doing the vlogs and the other is also doing the self-help videos, because I feel like it also helps me a lot and I try to help you guys in as much as I can. But I feel that like maybe I would need to do like a separate channel, maybe like Jessica's vlogs, and this one keep it as self-help channel. I don't know, we will see. I have plans for you guys, but yeah, I just wanted to let you know what has been happening this month. And I'm sorry for disappearing like that. I know some people have even asked me like, oh, you stopped doing your YouTube videos, and I'm like, no, it's just in pause. Everything will go back as it was. I just need time. And also, once I quit my job, I was like, I need some time to just be by myself. I still was doing the spinning lessons, but I was like, I just need not to push myself anymore. I just needed a moment, a breather. And then my mother came to visit, so of course I dedicated all my time that I had with her. And I said, okay, once my mom leaves, I will get back to my YouTube videos. So here I am, guys, and that I'm back, and I'll keep posting videos about self-help, about my blogs. I have an Edinburgh trip I have to edit, which was amazing. Look at this guy. Yes, I visited the Highland cows. I can't believe it. It was a dream. I didn't know, and once I found out about the cows, it was like, I need to do this, and it was amazing. Thank you guys for watching the video, and again, we are sorry we didn't post in about 7 months, but we are back better than ever. and I have so many things to talk to you about, so many topics I want to touch on. And I think you can tell. I think you can tell that I'm doing much better. And I have to show you as well, because you've missed so many months. I have to show you the new gym I'm going to. I have to show you so many things. Guys, it's been so long. I keep forgetting. We have to do the card segment again. I thought, no, I don't know about you, but I really enjoyed it. So we're going to see what the spirits have to tell us about my coming back to YouTube, about the actual situation we have right now. The year is going to end soon. We only have about 1 month, so let's see what the cards have to say. I'm going to get the energy. This one wanted to come out. It says, when a door doesn't open, don't waste your energy trying to make it open. It's closed for a reason. You are being redirected to something far bigger and better. Endings are part of the cycle of life. They make way for wonderful new beginnings and opportunities. And this is exactly how I felt in the bar. Like sometimes I know this is the opposite, because this is saying like if a door doesn't open, but I feel the same. Sometimes I feel like you have to close the doors, because that way you make space for new beginnings, new opportunities, but sometimes that door has to close. And it's true, the moment I've closed so many doors, it's just new opportunities have just appeared. And I think the key here is to just really like have faith and just don't force anything, as it says. Don't try to go that way, because maybe it's not that way. Maybe there's a much better way, another way. Just don't like go, I have to do this. And I was a person that used to do that all the time. I was like really organized, like, okay, I'm going to do this and this and this and this and this, and then in the end I didn't do it. I mean, life goes on, life happens, things happen, and nothing isn't going to go your way. And I think it's very nice, because I think now, before no, but now I find like pleasure in not knowing. Like I just try not to go crazy over the future. As I said, with the job, when I finish the bar, of course you get those thoughts like, but will I find a job, what will I do, and this and that. But I just try to always block those thoughts and say, look, whatever is going to happen will happen, and I'm not going to do anything by just worrying and this and that. Like, I'm not going to force anything. I'm not going to overthink. I'll let the universe do what it has to do, take me where it has to take me, and that's it. And what, a month later, this opportunity happened, and I'm like, wow, again, like, this is a joke. Like, all the times I get the jobs, I'm like, I still get amazed, because I'm like, it's true. And if you are forcing, like, imagine I left the job and I was going crazy, sending my CVs everywhere, and I need to work. Maybe I would be like in another bar or somewhere else unhappy. I'm not able to film again. I'm not able to pursue my dreams, just because I wasn't like letting it flow. Let the universe do its thing. So every time you feel like that, and if you're like always taking control of things, and this has to be like this, X, Y, and Z, just be like, no, I'm letting the universe knows what's best for me, so I'm just letting it take over, and it will happen, and I will be in the best situation, and it will teach me what it has to teach me, and I will grow from that. Okay, by the way, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, please. It really helps me out, and I will see you guys very, very soon. Bye.